Back in 2020 to 2022, we presented several dozen podcasts where we talked about the programs offered by SIGN, the Society for the Involvement of Good Neighbors in Yorkton. This podcast is the first of a new series about many aspects of SIGN, as we talk not only about the purposes and goals of the programs, but where possible, also talk to those who have participated so they can tell us from their perspective what people can expect from our programs and how they have benefited. In order to protect the privacy of clients, we will not identify them if they prefer to remain anonymous, but you can be assured that all who we talk to are real people in Yorkton and area who encountered real issues in their lives or the lives of their families, and who would like others to know that help is available for them at SIGN. Today we talk to Marie, a mother of two young children, both under the age of 10, who left an abusive relationship and sought assistance from two SIGN programs, Housing Support and Choose to Change. Housing Support provides the information people need but may not have in order to find housing. And Choose to Change provides counseling and information for youth and adults who have been affected by family violence. Also with us is Martha Garris, the manager of SIGN Housing Support. We started by asking Marie how she first learned about the SIGN Housing Support Program.
Either May or June of 2024, I was at the Shelwyn House at that time and looking for housing, and referred me to Rebecca to sign up for housing. And then I contacted her and met up with her, so she helped me out with that.
What were your expectations? Some people think that SIGN Housing finds housing for people. People think that they're a housing authority that have houses. Martha?
So sometimes people accessing our program, especially when it's their first time calling in, they believe that we might own housing, or maybe that we have kind of special privileges or access to housing in Yorkton. And that is not the case. We're really just a support for folks so that when they contact our program, we can provide them a housing directory, which lists all of the housing providers in Yorkton, and then provide them any other resources that they might need with their housing search, whether they need to access our phone, maybe they have questions about applications, those kind of support services.
So Marie, you obviously got that information from Rebecca, who was with Housing Support. You met with her and she provided you with the information. Is that how it went?
Yes. I think you asked what was my expectation. I didn't really expect anything. I was just really looking for housing. And then she provided me with all the information when I met up with her. She was very thorough about it.
So she made sure that you had the information and the capacity to start looking for housing.
Yes.
And what did you do from there? How did it unfold after that?
Well, she gave me a lot of application forms and then a list of places where I could apply for housing.
Was it difficult from your perspective to go through that whole process?
Yes, it was, because number one, single mom of two and then no employment, right? So I was very, very nervous about it. I also applied for subsidized housing, and I was really lucky with my apartment right now. So it was a little difficult. Maybe I was overthinking as well. Other than that, I got really lucky with this apartment.
How long did it take from the time you started the application process until you moved into your own place?
About a month.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, which is not bad, right?
Yeah. Is that normal, Martha? Is that that kind of speed? Because that seems to me pretty reasonable time frame.
That is quicker than we might see with some of our other clients. In Marie's situation, because she has children, she has a little bit higher of an income than we might see with some of our single clients. And she also wasn't coming with a history of poor rental situations in the past, which can be helpful. if you have positive references or you're kind of starting fresh. Otherwise, it can be quite hard to find housing. But in her situation, with only a couple children and a reasonable income, it's not typically as difficult, but you're still subject to what might be available on the market at that time.
Did you have choices, Marie, as to which one you would pick, or did you grab what came along?
So I handed out a bunch of different applications. I don't even remember how much, but I just sent out my applications all over the place. And yeah, this was only my second. I grabbed it right away as soon as I came to check it out. I actually applied for this place twice. One on Facebook, they denied me on Facebook, and then I gave the number and actual like a call to come see the place, and that's when I got the place right away. I took it right away.
And it's you have enough space for yourself and your two children. It fills your need.
Yes. Yes.
Martha, is the market tight?
I would say we're definitely seeing shortages, and specifically with low income housing like Good Spirit Housing Authority, it can be quite a long wait before you hear back. So often folks end up moving on to just a market rental apartment or home because they simply can't wait until something becomes available with low income housing.
You were also involved with one other service that was provided by Sign. How did you find out about that one? Was it through this process, or was that did it come after you got the housing issue settled?
No, it was way before. So it was at the Shelwyn House. I was referred to by the outreach worker, and she provided me the information with Choose to Change.
And that is a counseling program.
Yes, specifically for domestic violence, abusive relationship.
Is that continuing? Are you still involved with that?
I don't. I think we're done around early December was our last meeting.
And that was helpful, you feel, for yourself?
Oh, very, very helpful. Yes.
What did you get out of it? What did it change for you?
To me personally, the very first months of leaving an abusive relationship, an abusive marriage was hard because of the cycle of going back, right? After leaving it, well, because obviously it wasn't my first time leaving. We've been, my ex-husband and I were together for 9 years, and I've attempted a few times to leave, and going back it's really hard to break that cycle of going back. So that's what really helped me out, just not going back, falling back to the cycle.
And setting out on your own.
Yeah.
That must have been a difficult decision, though. I mean, you're now on your own.
Shelwyn House is really, really good. They have been really good to me even until now. They're still keeping in contact, but it's still difficult staying in a place. It's just the transition is really hard, right? And like I said, I also took the first chance of having this place available right away so we can settle in and just get our lives back on track, So, and I'm very grateful for it. Like I mentioned earlier, maybe that was just me too overthinking, and I know that getting my place was actually really quick, like looking back, hindsight, but I'm very grateful for everything, how it turned out.
Martha, is it the practice of programs in Sign to, if they see a need that another program can fulfill, to refer people to other programs?
Yes, we certainly try to refer clients to outside programs because we know we can't fill every need. For a lot of our clients, when they're coming to us, they're in quite a difficult stage of life. And so that readiness might not be there for services yet. But certainly once they're settled, if they haven't already accessed services that we think might be a good fit for them, we would definitely try to refer them, especially because our program is typically time limited. We try to stay with clients for about a year, and we want to make sure that they have supports long term if that's a need for them.
Marie, where would you be today if those services were not available to you? I'm wondering what kind of impact housing support Choose to Change has made on your life, and Shelwyn House, obviously, as well.
Oh, absolutely. But specifically for sign, probably I would say more than 50% of the help, obviously, because that's the housing. And on top of that, the after support, even after moving in, Martha reached out and she offered, oh, we can help you out with food, cleaning supplies, and all of that. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting that part of the support. So that was huge.
What would you tell others who find themselves in the situation that you were in?
I would say the same thing. If they were in an abusive relationship or situation, get out, even if you don't have anything. Like, you have your life, you have your freedom. Go to a women's shelter, reach out for the sign support, and just go from there. Same route that I would have taken.
I would say in Marie's situation, we see clients like this regularly where they're really just lacking some of that confidence, and they really are so capable of doing things and learning how to find housing. But especially for women potentially fleeing domestic violence, they might just be lacking in some of those life skills, especially if their partner has typically taken care of the household or paid the bills. And so that can definitely be a really scary time. And so part of the support that our program offers is that we don't necessarily want to do things for the client, but we want to empower them to know that they can do it on their own, to learn these tasks if they haven't done them before, so that they can be independent for their future.
Marie, thanks for talking to us. From all of us at Sign, we wish you well. We're happy to see that Sign has been able to help you. Our best wishes. It's early in the new year, so have a happier 2025 for you and your children.